Rather than leaving Grasshopper to go to a web platform to upload your Grasshopper file to create a web app for it, what if you had a parametric viewer that was connected to your library of files so that as you add a new compatible file, it's immediately viewable on the web? The Definition Library plugin was created to help you collaborate and reuse common logic by offering a searchable, versioned external source of truth for your shared set of Grasshopper files and clusters. When one person publishes a definition to the library, other people can search for it, download it, or import it as a cluster into their current file. Definition Library doesn't only upload Grasshopper files though, it also uploads metadata and documentation. These files, being in GitHub anyway through the use of the plugin, can be leveraged to feed a dynamic parametric viewer. This one is based on McNeil's Rhino Compute app server. This proof of concept has a URL scheme which accepts the GitHub account, the repository name, definition name with version to come, and uses those to build the view. You could change these URL values and the viewer will load and run whichever definition is referenced by those values. This means you can add to the library and immediately create a URL to share to others so they can view and run your definition in their browser. This really adds value to your publishing actions because you could be simultaneously enabling a web view of what you're publishing without leaving Grasshopper. The parts involved with this are Grasshopper and Definition Library, GitHub, a Rhino Compute server, and a parametric viewer. In the future, certain tags could be used to configure the viewer for the definition. The viewer could also have a search function, and it might even be feasible to allow multiple sets of fields to be added to the URL so that the viewer can dynamically chain the definitions together to form an interactive multi-step app. Reach out if you'd like to explore any of these ideas further.